Good day everyone, it is Damien here from Aerotherm, and today I'm once again going to be showing you how to extract the internal wetted volume of a simple pipe geometry. Last time I showed you how to take the automated route, but this time I'm going to be showing you how to take the manual route through deleting faces. So we're just going to zoom in over here to have a look at some of the features of the pipe. We've got our fillets, but we've also got our edge selection turned on. So we want to quickly turn off the edge selection through the selection filters like this, just to make our processing of our CAD geometry a little bit easier. And we're going to zoom in and have a look at our fillets on the inlet to our pipe, as well as on our holes. We are not interested in the holes in this CAD geometry, so we need to go and defeature them. To do this, we are then going to go to our feature repair kit and select defeature bodies. This selects our simple pipe CAD geometry, as we can see over here. Let's just open that up a little bit. And we can go and select fillets. And it is going to defeature all fillets with a radius of below 0.002 meters, as we can see over here. We also want to get rid of these holes, so we can go and select defeature holes. The defeature criteria is by default set to 0.002 meters, but that is not enough to defeature the bodies here, so we are going to just make this slightly larger, and as you can see, this fills up the surfaces of our holes. We can see all the faces that are selected for defeaturing, and we can press OK. This has got an immediate effect on our CAD geometry. We can see all the holes are now gone, and we can see that the fillets on the piping inlet have been replaced by a single edge. You can zoom out and get a nice overall view. Now onto our next step, we're just going to quickly select these faces over here on our flanges and delete them, and this is going to give us a nice view of what is happening on the internal architecture of our CAD geometry. We can see that we've got internal and external faces for our overall CAD geometry. However, for CFD, we are only interested on the internal sides of the CAD. We are not interested on the external sides of the CAD, because this has got an effect on what our geometry of our fluid domain will look like. We can see that there's quite a large gap between it, so we need to have a look at deleting all of these external faces. To do this, we are going to select an external face, we're going to go up to our toolbar, and we are going to select the icon to grow all the selected faces. We're going to select this a couple more times to grow our selection to all of the external faces, as you can see over here. And then we can press the delete hotkey to go and delete all of these faces. This was going to leave us with our internal fluid geometry, as we can see over here. However, we've still got these open faces on the ends of our pipe. So we can go back to our filter criterion, reselect edges, and then we can go and look at filling up these pipes. We can just quickly zoom in over here, select these edges, and then we can right click and go and select fill surface. This is going to give us a nice quick render of what filling the surface is going to look like. And if you take a look at the top left, we can see our different edges that are selected to fill surfaces from. We can go and press OK. And then we can go and fill the surfaces on the other side of the pipe. Quickly double select all of our edges, right click and press fill surface. Again, this gives us a nice quick little render of what we are going to see, and if we are happy with this, we can then go and press OK. This is going to give us our overall internal fluid domain. We can go to our body groups where we see simple pipe 2. We can rename this to fluids if we want to, but in this case we're just going to leave it. We've got our default faces over here, but we want to go and rename these faces. So we can right click and press rename and select upstream, type that out over there, and then we can go and right click, press rename and type out downstream. Finally, we've got our default faces which are left, as we can see over here. So we can right click, press rename, and we can name those walls. This is going to give us a name set for our overall CAD model, as you can see over here. We can then go and press close 3D CAD and create a new geometry part from our CAD model. To view this, we can go and select create new geometry scene, and this is going to give us an overall view of what our CAD model looks like now that it is ready for CFD. We can then go and view the surfaces of this CAD model over here. We can see our downstream, upstream, and walls. This has been Damien from Aerotherm. Thank you very much for listening.